Hello, my name is Kelvin, 21 years old, and currently I'm in Osaka, Japan, doing a one-year exchange as an exchange student at Kansai Gakuin Daigaku. And what is the purpose of this video? The name I have for this series is actually GoBro Chronicles, because first, I'm a bro, hence the bro, and then I want to go places, so GoBro. And Chronicles is just something that I thought would be cool. It's better than history or documentary, but pretty much I just wanted to make a documentary about, just a series of videos about my life in Japan. Otherwise, if I go through it every day without leaving some kind of evidence that I live, yeah, I think that would be a pretty big waste of my time and my money, more like parents' money. But okay. Anyways, right now I'm walking home just to show you my walk home, and I'm just going to talk about my feelings and my impressions of Japan so far. I've been here since September, so it's almost 2 months. Yep. And the first two things that I've noticed, or as most people would immediately notice or have these traditional impression of Japan, is cleanliness and politeness. Cleanliness is just how impeccably clean the environment is, like streets, cities, on the roads, in classroom, at school. Usually there's not a piece of rubbish to be seen, and that is something I personally think is very impressive, because that shows that the people is very conscious of their environment. They always try to keep it clean, and that's something very hard to do. I've been to my own fair share of places like Taiwan, China, Europe, Africa, and the level of cleanliness is just unmatched. In Japan, maybe in Switzerland, the things I saw in Switzerland were maybe on par. So that's a good thing. You always want to be in a place that's clean. Anyways, cleanliness. So I was just saying that it's very impressive that the Japanese people are very clean. Some may view that as a bit of a compulsive disorder, trying to keep things clean and all, but personally I think it's a very good thing to have. And second thing is just politeness. There is Japanese people, we all know that they're very polite. And there are some opinions out there that say that the Japanese people are pretentious. They're polite to the point of being pretentious, and you never know what they're thinking. But personally, I am right now quite enjoying my life and my interactions with the Japanese people, because through their politeness I feel very welcome, and very nice, especially for a social introvert like myself. It is sometimes good to feel that, hey, these guys are nice to talk to. Whereas if there's a place where everybody is just assholes, then your day would turn to shit rather quickly. So in Japan, at least I can delude myself into thinking, whoa, I'm so popular. Every word I speak in English or in broken Japanese, well, make them laugh like, yeah. But yeah, That's just what I think. However, their politeness does get annoying sometimes, because when you're talking to a Japanese person, especially of the opposite sex, you always wonder, you know, is this person genuinely interested in me as a human being, or they're just upholding their requirements of being a Japanese, of being polite to gaijin or foreigners, whatever. And currently I'm homestaying at a traditional Japanese family, and it is nice, but at the end of this month I plan to move out. That's good. I plan to move out because there's just too many things that I find not in concord with my usual lifestyle. For example, the food. The food Japanese people eat is, some friend made a joke that they all eat rice, 90% rice, their diet, and that is somewhat true, because since I'm staying at a traditional homestay family, I get to eat all the regular food the Japanese would get to eat, and I find that they eat a lot of things that just don't have any nutritious value. They eat a lot of things that just don't have any nutritious value, such as bean curd or jelly. I think they're called kanchi or whatever. I'll look it up. And that has made an impact on my personal health. Like since I got here, I have felt a decrease in my healthy levels, or more specifically my immune system. I've gotten sick almost twice in 2 months, which doesn't usually happen. I only get sick like twice a year, but now it's twice a month, so that's one thing. And when you come to Japan, is another thing you immediately realize is that just how short everybody is. I'm not saying everybody is short in Japan, but the majority of the people, like especially the guys, I don't know why, but some of them are just like this tall. And I think that has to do with their diet. They don't eat a lot of meat, it's just a lot of rice and a lot of sauce, lots of fried things. I'm not saying there's no good food in Japan, but in order to get good food, you have to dish out good money, which is usually students don't have that kind of money. So yeah, so if you do ever intend to come to Japan, food is something you should watch out for. Maybe learn to cook some nutritious, delicious dishes before you come here. Yeah. Another topic I want to talk about is homestaying versus staying at the dormitory. To be honest, I think it's all up to luck, because the homestay family I'm staying in right now, they're very nice people, but they're a bit old. There's 3 people in the family. You know, the okasan, otosan, and there is a son, which is 24, who is 24 years old. But their lifestyle just doesn't really fit in with mine. Like the son, we don't connect on a personal level, partly because of the language, but also just generally, he stays in the room all the time. And I'm a person who likes to do all kinds of things, such as, you know, I'm a nerd sometimes, but I also play sports. I like working out, I like traveling, but the son seems to be always on the nerdy side, so, you know, we don't connect. But the thing that irks me the most is probably just how far the family is, either from school or to other places. It's not far if you count it in the time, but if you're personally traveling, it feels very far. I live on the mountain right now. I'm not sure if you can see, but I live on a mountain called Mikage, and every time I walk to school, or I get to school, I have to walk down the mountain, catch the train, and then walk to school, which is alright, if I minus the mountain part. Like the mountains just pisses me off. You either walk a really slopey path, or you have to take a bus, which is, they only operate until 10 p.m. So if you're on a Saturday, you want to hang out with friends, nope. Yeah. And they cost around 210 yen to get on, so that's kind of expensive. And that adds up day to day. So I plan to move out soon, and until then, I guess that's all for now, because I've been talking for quite a bit, and then I have to edit all the stuff. Anyways, tell me what you guys would like to see or hear or know more on the topic of on Japan, maybe as a exchange student or a tourist, whatever. Tell me, and I will try to capture some of my life in Japan. I also plan to do, you know, maybe some fun little interviews with Japanese friends to introduce them to the world. Yep, so if you're into that kind of thing, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, or if there's anything you want me to add or make suggestions, leave a comment, or even better, do both. You know what I'm saying? Alright, just before we go, I'm just gonna show you some nice scenery on Osaka. Till then, see you next time.